Hi, everybody. It's Janet at Fruit of the Vine Art Studio here in Cincinnati, Ohio. I'm so happy to have you join me on this beautiful Saturday. Anyway, if you're a part of my kids club, you would know that we made this adorable little pine cone gnome this morning. And I really thought I found a pine cone that I thought would be perfect. If you remember, from a few years back, I did a vintage Santa Claus, and he's curved, and his hat comes and curves out over top of him. He's almost like a moon-shaped Santa, and he's turned sideways. Well, I found this pine cone that's very curved, and I think it would be perfect for that particular thing. So I'm going to make a vintage Santa pine cone ornament. So I think it's going to be really simple and really easy, just like that was. I'm going to use some old socks. I've got a piece of an old white tube sock here where I've cut that off. And I've got a red sock that I'm going to use for the Santa hat. And I'm going to use maybe some fiberfill. I'm not sure yet. I've got a pretty little puff ball that I'm going to use for the tip of his hat. It's got some silver on it and stuff like that. Got a little bit of fiberfill in case I need that because I want his hat to be pretty stiff, pretty to curve around pretty much. I want the hat to be curving, so I'm going to work on making that happen as well. So anyway, I'm going to tilt you down and zoom you in a little bit. I'm going to use some hot glue, a little bit of jute string. I'm going to use a wooden bead. So just a few different odd things that I've got around here at the house, and a pine cone that I found in my yard that I thought looked perfect for what I was thinking. Now, once again, here's the little gnome. He turned out cute, too, I thought. Just a little wooden bead for a nose and an old cut-up green sock for a hat. So this is basically the exact same craft, except this time I'm going to make a Santa Claus. Now, I've already got my glue heating up, and I'm going to take this, and I'm just going to cut off about right here. Doesn't have to be this length. I just think this will be a pretty good length for what I'm wanting to do here. And I'm trying to decide if I should cut it and stuff it, or if I should just double it and put it around here twice. I'm thinking maybe of doing that because it's just about the right length. This would be the back on the side. It's just about the right length. Was this one the one I got paint on? Oh, shoot. I should have used that one. Oh, well, that's all right. I think I'm going to do it doubled just like this, honestly. So, in that case, this is going to be the front. This will be the back. So I'm going to take it about that far down, and I'm just going to put some hot glue right here on the sock. I'm going to pull it on around, and I'm going to put some hot glue right here on the pine cone and the sock to hold it together. So you can kind of see what I got going on right there. It's just kind of hot glued right on there. Now I want it to curve. So I'm going to glue this piece on it over this way. Make sure I'm keeping it in your view here. And then I think I'm just going to take this. Maybe I'll put a little fiber fill inside of the hat, which I think I will. I'm going to fill some fiber fill in here just to make it stiffer. that going to be too long? That looks like that might be just too long. Maybe it should only go to about right there. I'm thinking maybe about this long is all the longer it should be. So I'm going to cut part of this off. Pull the fiber back out. And I'm going to cut it about right here. Okay. Now let's stuff a little more fiber back in there. Not that piece. Let's get this one. Now I want his hat to be a little pointy. So I'm going to take this piece and bring it all the way in here and wrap it around itself. And I'm going to take this piece and bring it around the back. Now, wait a minute, don't want to pull it up too far. Pull out some of my fiber. Maybe I don't need any of that in there. Push that in there. Now I want this to be a little pointy. So I'm going to roll it up on itself. Not like that. And I'll take that out. And just kind of make it. Just like that, I think. Just like that, I think. And bring it around and just tuck it into itself right here with some hot glue. Pull this over, and I'm just going to pinch this into itself. And then I'm going to get my little white fuzz ball. Where did it go? I'm just going to stick it right on the end of there. And just pinch it. See how it's looking like a little Santa hat? Pull this down a little bit here on these sides. Let me just put a drop of glue inside of here to hold this down. Inside of here, I'm going to pull this side down. This is my back. Still gonna work. Since I've got it doubled, it's pulling itself up. But that's okay, I'm not worried about that. That'll still work. Okay, so far you see what we got here. Now I'm gonna take this piece of this tube sock. Let me just cut this in half because I'm not gonna need all of that. And this is just a piece of tube sock, just a little piece of it that I've cut. And we're just gonna pull it and let it become rolled in on itself. Of course, my scissors don't want to cut good for me today. Get off of there. Okay. And then I'm just going to start here at the back, and I'm going to glue this right along the edge. of his hat. Maybe put another drop right over here on this side. And it looks like I need to cut it about right here. Hey, Jeannie. Thanks for joining me. I appreciate that. I'm just going to put a little bit of glob of glue here. I'm going to get another stick out. Oh no, that one's yellow. Wrong color, wrong color. We need some white ones. Okay, and let me just put a little bit right in there just to hold it together. Okay, let me pull these strings of glue off of everything. Turn loose of me. Getting caught up in it. Okay, so now we can see the little Santa hat on the pine cone. All we're missing at this point, well, we're missing a couple things so far. We aren't quite done, but we're getting there. I got to get a bead for his nose. Let's see, I think he needs kind of a bigger looking bead. This one. Huh? I don't know, that one's just a little bit too big. Let's go back to this one. Hot glue sticking to me. Okay, so right here where his little nose area is, we're going to take all of this and push it up some. I'm going to glue it right up in there. Let me push that up a little bit and put me a glob of glue. Right there. Let me just bring this white down a smidge. Okay. Now you can see his little nose is sticking out. Let's push him up a little bit further. All we need is a little hanger on it now, and it's done. We've got a little vintage Santa Claus to hang on the tree. And he's going to be shaped like a little moon, just like the painting. So let me get another piece of jute string here. Shoot, I might tie that around his little hat, just like that. I don't know, that might pull him off, though. Yeah. Let me see how that will hang. I think that would hang just right. Put him on the tree. Okay. Let me see if I can get one more loop out of that. That one's kind of short. Heck yeah! I surely can. Okay. Cut that off right there. And now he's ready to hang on the tree. Little vintage Santa Claus made with a pine cone and an old sock. A couple old socks, pine cone, and a bead. And there we go. He's done, guys. So here we've got Santa and an elf ready to go on the tree. I think they turned out really cute. I hope you guys enjoyed this. Thank you so much for joining me here today. And I'll see you again on Wednesday. Bye-bye.